Hi, I'm Valerie Milano from the Hollywood Times. I am so thrilled to be here at OutLoud Raising Voices, West Hollywood Pride 2025.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here too. This is my first time playing. I've attended as a fan, but it's definitely a whole different experience getting to play.
You've attended as a fan?
Oh yeah, last year. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And you're from?
Portland, Maine. I lived in Nashville for 10 years, but I've lived in LA since 2022, and it's my favorite of the three cities for sure.
I was so impressed with your show and your fans out there dancing and rocking out with you.
Thank you so much. You know, anybody who can rock out at 4:30 p.m. when it's a long night, I appreciate that, and I loved looking on the audience to seeing people have fun.
And Buck Cherry song, what about that?
The Buck Cherry song. I did Crazy Bitch. Dedicated it to my ex-girlfriends that were in the audience because there were a couple.
They were in the audience.
They were in the audience.
You talked about them a little bit.
I did. Well, that's the thing. When you're in lesbian relationships, everybody stays on pretty good terms after, and it's funny. I make different jokes about my ex-boyfriends than I do my ex-girlfriends, for sure. I don't think I've ever blocked an ex-girlfriend. I've blocked many ex-boyfriends, though. So that was really funny, and I love taking songs that were written by men, and then when I sing them and I don't change the pronouns, they become gay magically. So we did Are You Gonna Be My Girl by Jet into Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry, and it was fun. I'm glad people knew the song and could sing along.
So My Type, such a bold confessional anthem. What was the emotional spark or story behind writing this song?
So I started writing the song in 2017 when I was still doing country music, and I was signed to a team that told me not to come out. And the song has male and female pronouns in it. It's about me just being it's about me being attracted to toxic people across the board, not really paying attention to gender. It's just like, are you a musician? You're gonna be mean to me? Hell yeah, that's what I want. And they told me if I wanted to release it, I'd have to change the pronouns, and it felt like it really compromised the song, and I never put it out. I went through a hiatus where I wasn't releasing music because I was stuck in a record deal, lost my team, had to build everything back up, and my new team is very, very supportive. They're here, they're having a blast at Pride, and it feels very full circle to finally release a song 7 years later, as I originally wanted to write it. And yeah, it just feels so amazing. Like, it came out yesterday and I played today, and getting to play it for this audience is amazing. Yeah.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank
I love
you.
it. I love it. This is your first original release to fully embrace your queerness. What was it that creative journey like, and how did it feel to finally share that part of yourself through your music?
I think that people, my fans who knew me, could tell for a very long time. When I finally came out 2 years ago to publicly, I've been out with my friends for about 10 years. I've been out with my parents for about 5. And then, 5 years after that. Yeah, so 10 years ago, came out to my friends. 5 years ago, came out to my parents. 2 years ago, came out publicly. And my fans were not surprised at all. They were like, yeah, Kalie, we could tell, look at your hair. And I was like, okay.
Your hair?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look at it, this is so bisexual.
And, it's rock and roll.
It's and rock and roll is kind of bisexual if you really think about it. So, yeah, I mean, I felt really supported by my fans. I think that anybody who would be unsupportive of me being queer already stopped listening to my music a long time ago because of my tweets. I get very political on social media, so it felt like a really safe space because I'd already weeded out anybody homophobic just by sharing my political opinions. So I created a really great fan base of people who I feel like the majority of my fans are queer, and that was really special to come out to a community that was so accepting, especially given that coming out to my family was not the same experience. So having that chosen family and that group of fans who relates to my music, I had a couple of them being like, this song was written about a woman. I knew I related to it too much. And I'm like, yep, I changed the pronouns and I'm sorry, and now I'm going to sing it the right way.
Yes. Yes. The track blends alt-rock grit with raw vulnerability. How did you approach producing a sound that matched the emotional intensity of the lyrics?
I love that. It was important for me to have live instruments on it. I really like programming things and taking unexpected samples and, you know, messing with them on my computer and then putting them in the track. But that one I was like, we need live drums, we need it to feel like a rock band. We did some crazy little sprinkles, like in the second verse. We have the Tinder notification sound, which I thought was really funny. I'm not sure how many people have noticed that yet. Maybe some people in the audience thought their phone was going off. Who knows? Yeah, I love taking things that are very literal. There's a word for it. I don't remember what it is, but it's like when you put something in a song that's like very specific to the sound. That it's. I have a song that samples a train in a suitcase for a song called When in Rome. It's about traveling. I love doing stuff like that and those little Easter eggs, and that song felt like it was just full of different layers. So we have a lot of guitars, live drums, a Tinder notification. It's all across the board.
I was so happy when you introduced your band and you said that your drummer is single.
She's single. She's our token lesbian drummer. You have to have one. Her name's Tyler. She goes by Storyboards for her producer name, but she's working on my album with me. She's an incredible producer.
Incredible.
She's amazing. She's one of my best friends. Yeah, they crushed it, and they looked so hot doing it.
And talking about hot, look at this outfit. Talk about it. Who's your designer?
My designer, she's right over there holding my cape that weighs about 200 pounds. Her name is Miranda Nichols Persico, and she designs a lot of drag costumes. So I reached out to her. She's a close friend of mine. And I was like, can you make me a drag outfit for Pride? And she said, hell yeah. And we wanted to reference Shania Twain's That Don't Impress Me Much music video. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yep, that's what we're referencing with the hood, and it matches my hair. So that was really fun. This took she must have spent. Miranda, how many hours did this take? It's a mystery. Yeah, time flies when you're working your ass off.
Miranda, amazing.
Miranda, she crushed it, and yeah, she's just been here helping me adjust all day. But this was a collaboration between the two of us, but she just made it absolutely incredible. So,
Yes.
And it's so important to me to highlight other queer artists, whether they're musicians or designers or producers or any of that. So the whole team here is pretty fruity. So.
I just want to say, damn, they made you leave the stage and you didn't get to play your last song.
That was my fault because I talked too much, so I wasn't gonna get mad at anybody. That is a me problem. I always talk too much when I'm on stage. Should have planned ahead. That is definitely not the festival's fault. That was me.
So what would it have been?
It would have ended on my song Amy, which is one of my bigger hits, quote unquote. But honestly, American Nightmare, which is going to be on the album, it's very political. It talks about just the world we live in right now. It's very angry. That didn't feel like too bad of a note to go out on because it's very reflective of how I feel. So it could have been worse, but I take responsibility for that snafu. And maybe next time we'll have a longer set.
Well, we hope so here at the Hollywood Times, and we hope to continue this relationship.
Of course.
And we can't wait to continue to hear you and all your music and your band.
Thank you.
Please continue to keep us posted on everything you do.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep rocking with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. You're so sweet.
You're the best.
Stay cool.
What fun we had today.